Alright, here we go. The ninth and final normal season this year. Number 9. Right now, last season, Season 8, Drift Rod became the first ever rookie to take a championship win in its debut season. Can it make more history by becoming the first ever champion to win 2 championships in a row? We'll have to find that out this season, as it is our last normal season. The reason why I say normal is because we're going to have one more season after this as a little final send-off, but it's not going to be a normal season. It's going to be a little different. I have actually 2 ways of doing this. I think I might go with the head-on version. I was also going to think of doing this something like Junkyard Jousts, like I've been watching them recently. And I was thinking about driving the cars into a wall, and well, basically have the same rules as Junkyard Jousts. If they flip over, they're out. Just without the teams, it's a straight up free for all. But that probably could do damage to the wall, so I'm just gonna do a head-on thing. But anyways, let's get started with round 1 of the Smash 'em Up Tournament Season 9. The last normal tournament of this year. The reason why I say this year is because, well, school is about to start for me, and I am probably not gonna do any Smash 'em Up during the school year. There are multiple reasons for that, but I guess the main one is that I probably won't have the time to do that. But for now, this will be it for this season. Will be the last season for this year, so let's get this done. Let's get rolling with it. With round number 1. Let's do it. Alright, for our first match, we got the Ford Mustang Mach 1 versus, I'm pretty sure, the seated Viper. Forget what seat it is, but whatever, it's seated. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Mach. And the Viper gets taken out by the Mach. The Mach 1. Mach 1 moves on. That's surprising. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got Vettel Van versus Driftinator. Oh, shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And Vettel Van takes its first win. Takes the win. Why was I starting to say first win? It's not the first one. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, Hot Wheels Pursuit Orange versus Atomic Doorstop. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And Atomic Doorstop gets eliminated easily by the Hot Wheels Pursuit. Yeah, orange. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got a rookie versus a vet. We got a second-year rookie versus a veteran. We got the 12 Ford Mustang, a seated vehicle in its first year, going against the Plymouth GTX. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. And the Ford Mustang takes the win. Nick's the easy win. Anyways, next race. Right, this is probably a rematch from last season's, either within the bracket or one of the decider, like seat decider matches. We got the Batman Mobile. You see a Batman Mobile who had a pretty high seat, going against the Mini Cooper, the Austin Mini Cooper. Here we go. Both of them are seated. Let's see who remains seated. 3, 2, 1. The Mini Cooper remains seated and ends the dreams of the Batmobile getting a win another year. That means Batman will actually have to wait until next year for the next season, for like season 10 of the Smash Bros. Tournament, to finally take a win. Anyways, next race. Alright, this one's going to be a fun match. We got the Diaper Dragger versus the generic, not Big Yellow. Here we go. 3, 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And, well, not an easy win, but still a win for the Diaper Dragger. Alright, I don't think it can get an easy win. Alright, how hard you push it, I don't think it can, yeah. I think this car is limited to just getting a normal win. I don't think it can get an easy win. But we'll still have it here since it can win. Can't get down there, it can fit, but just can't get an easy win. Anyways, next race. Alright, 2 more CA cars. Project Speeder versus the Mini Cooper Countryman Green. Our 3rd seat, I'm pretty sure. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the Mini Cooper retains its 3rd seat. Retains its 3rd seat for now. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Riveted Teal. Ravina Teal versus Carbonic. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. And Carbonic will take the win there. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Roger Dodger 2.0 versus Maximum Leeway. She takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. Maximum Leeway just launches Roger Dodger 2.0 back and takes the win. The original had like serious paint damage where the entire side was completely wrecked. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Turntator versus our number 2 seat, Riveted. The season 8 runner-up. Can the number 2 seat become the number 1 this season? Or will it fall again? Let's see, 3, 2, 1. Well, it just defeated Turntator at the greatest of ease. So it's moving on. See what happens next. Next race. Alright, next up, we got the Plymouth Firebird versus GMC Tour 4 Concept. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Into the Rare 4 launches the Firebird off the track to take the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. We got the Ford Utility. The Ford Interceptor versus this seated Track Tune. I think this is a 4 or 5 seat. Whatever. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the seated car keeps his seat for now again. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. Porsche's got an opportunity here to make a giant upset. We got the reigning champ in its second year. In its second season on here. We got the reigning champ, Drift Rod, looking to become the first ever rookie to take 2 championships in a row, and become the first ever champion to take 2 wins in a row. 2 championships in a row. But let's see if the Porsche 911 Carrera can perform the upset. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. No, it cannot. Drift Rod takes the easy win there. And the Carrera is eliminated. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up. We got the custom sprint car versus Hot Wheels Pursuit Purple. So he takes it. 3, 2, 1. And Hot Wheels Pursuit edges out the custom sprint car. Man, you gotta be pretty tough to beat that thing. Anyways, next race. Next up. Oh, shoot. Oh, sorry. We got the Jeep Wrangler versus the Dodge Charger Drift car. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Wow. The Dodge had it in the bag, but was unable to keep on the course and leaves the entire track and gives the Wrangler the win. As the Wrangler sits there on its roof, the victor. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Fireball versus the 99 Mustang. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the 99 Mustang makes quick work of Fireball. Alright. Next race. Next up. Audacious seems to have a curt. Next up. Audacious. For whatever reason, I feel like Audacious has a curse to where it never makes it far. It always just loses quickly. But can it break a curse against the Porsche Cayman? Let's see. 3, 2, 1. Go. No, it cannot. Audacious takes the easy L as the Porsche Cayman gets the easy win. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. We got the 2018 Camaro SS versus the first one of this season's rookies. We got the 71 Plymouth GTX. I know it looks a lot like the 71 Dodge Charger, but it is not the Dodge Charger. It actually compared the two. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and the Camaro shows off the rookie that it has experience and takes him out. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got the custom rally car versus the Dodge Charger Derby car. Here we go. I wonder the Dodge, since the Wreckfest 2 is coming out soon, that maybe this car will be a dominant force. Since it is a derby car, let's see if it can actually maybe get some wins here. in like me in that Dodge Derby car might get some wins. For Wreckfest 2. Let's see. Whatever, I'm sorry, I can't say it right. Whatever, you get the idea. 3, 2, 1, go. No, it cannot. The Dodge gets eliminated by the rally car. Which makes sense. The rally car has been seated before. And I think it is seated right now, I think. If I remember correctly. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up. We got the 2-time champ. Custom 11. One of the two of the champs that have 2 wins. Versus Slayer. See who takes it. 3, 2, 1. Oh, and the 2-time champ falls to Slayer. I was actually thinking in my mind that might happen. If Slayer might be put on the upset, and it did. Anyways, next race. All right, next up we got Silver Flame. Okay, you can laugh at me or like, well, not laugh, more like just thumbs down. At least that phrase. Sorry, I don't really want to keep calling this just generic muscle car, the generic Ford Mustang. I don't want to keep calling it that, so I'm just going to call it Silver Flame for now, until I can figure out what the actual name is. And it's going against the 69 Camaro. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Silver Flame uses that new name to take some wins. I was gonna say names, but yeah, that just sounds awful. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up. We got the big boy the 65 Mercury Comet Cyclone versus the Rivera Green. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the green Rivera takes the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, this is going to be an interesting matchup. We got the 2016 Camaro SS versus Tail Dragger, probably the heaviest car in the field. Holy crap, this thing is heavy in my hands. I can pick up this car with 2 fingers. Fine, just fine. It's not that heavy. This thing, I can do it too, but it's heavy. Whatever. I'm sorry. But it is heavy. You would need to know, you would need to be holding this car to understand how heavy this thing is. It is heavy. It is absolutely the heaviest car in the field. 3, 2, 1. And that shows it right there. Holy, it just launched that Camaro. It did get stuck, but it won by launching the Camaro. That car, if it's going to win, it's going to win by launching cars off the tracks. I can tell. Anyways, next race. Here we go. Next up, the 2005 Ford Mustang versus the season 6, I'm pretty sure. The season 6 runner-up, the Hudson Hornet. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Hudson Hornet stays on for the win. Just barely, though. Just barely stays on for the win there. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. Next up, we got the, maybe this is a 4-seat. The DMG DeLorean? No, I don't think this is a 4-seat. I think I lost the Batmobile. Maybe it's got a 6 seat. I don't know. But we got the DMC DeLorean versus the Honda City Turbo 2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. And that DeLorean takes the win over the City Coupe. The City 2. The City Turbo. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Dodge Charger drift car in the normal variant, in white, compare basically the opposite of this one, which is in police. I forgot to say that. Versus the Volkswagen Jetta. Can the Dodge finally? Can this variant? Can this make and model of this Dodge take this win? Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. No, it cannot. The Jetta takes out the Dodge. Man. Disappointing performance by the Dodge. Both of them. Anyways. Next race. Alright, next up. We got Exo Quiz Gray. There is another variant in this box that we will probably be seeing pretty somewhat soon versus a rookie in the GMC Cyclone. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Cyclone slams the Exo Quiz off the tracks and takes an easy win. I feel like this one might become the new truck in town. But, well, we'll never know until we find out. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, speaking of trucks, we got the Dodge Ram Quad Cab. The Dodge Ram Quad Cab, black. I don't know where the red one is, sadly. Versus Rapid Transit. Alright, anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. And the Dodge did not make it in. Rapid Transit moves on to the next round. The Dodge Ram gets flipped out the track. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Ford GT Race versus the Nova, the 68 Nova Purple. See who takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. Sorry for all the honor, but the Nova will take its win. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. Next up, we got the The 2011 Dodge Charger RT versus the Ford Mustang Boss 302. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, both cars fly off. Switch lanes. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the 302 launches the Dodge off the tracks. And the Mustang will take the win. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got Green Cobra, who has actually been known for taking out some high seats before, making some upsets. He has done so before. Versus a seated Ferrari 250 GTO. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Go. And he won't make any upsets today, as the Ferrari takes out the Green Cobra. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got a retro style car for a rookie. We got the Nissan 300 ZXTT. Basically this thing. Hey, come on, you gotta love this. The paint job liver, and it's cool. And it's going against the 67 Camaro. 67 Camaro. Who has taken a beating on this course. Man, these cars take some damage. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. And, well, when that damage also comes with experience, and the Camaro has a lot of, as it takes the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Bedlam Red. After taking damage in the head-on tournament I practiced doing, versus the DKGT. Alright, so he takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. And both cars flip over, but the DKGT flips off the track. So Bedlam Red takes the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up we got the Ford Mustang Boss 302 orange with black stripes versus the 68 Nova teal. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And both Novas will make it to the next round. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Push and Puller versus Fast Fish. Oh, versus Fast Fish Silver. Anyways, 3, 2, 1, go. And Fast Fish takes an easy win. Kind of out of the skin of his teeth, though. Anyways, next race. Alright, I think you're gonna like this one. We got another rookie. We got the 2020 Corvette. You see the Corvette C8, pretty sure. It has taken some damage from the tournament, from the head-on tournament I was practicing, but not too much. Also, I think it has taken damage from my baby brother too. Anyways, it is going against a veteran in the Bone Shaker. See if the Bone Shaker can take this win against this rookie. 3, 2, 1, go. No, the rookie blasts through there and takes an easy win over the Bone Shaker. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the 2015 Camaro Convertible versus Count Muscular. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And there you have it. Count Muscular will take the win by launching the Camaro off the track. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got Mad Manga. I've actually done some piece of splitter to make it lower to the ground. And it's going against Time Attack. Another derby car. Let's see who takes this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Time Attack actually, well, he does win, definitely. But he's only able to make the easy win because it apparently went too fast, I guess. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Leadfoot versus the Chevy Corvette. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Corvette takes out Leadfoot. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got the 07 Mustang versus the Camaro Concept. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the Camaro Concept. I think barely edges out that 07 Mustang. Camaro moves on. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got the always annoying Fiat 500. The Fiat 500X versus Formula Flashback. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And oh, the Fiat loses, but doesn't fly off. Just gets on the back of the Formula One, of the Formula Flashback. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Power Ranger Mobile versus the Jeep Willys Red. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Jeep Willys will take the win. Not an easy one, but a win otherwise. Anyways, next race. Next up. Hold on. We got RDO3 versus the Fiat, the Ford Fiesta. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And RDO2 makes an upset there. I did not expect him to win that match, but he did. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Dodge Challenger drift car versus a rookie in the Lightning Bug. Also, the front end, that paint being off, came straight from the head, straight from one of its head-on matches that I did end up winning in the end whenever I was practicing. But this was the damage it took. I think it was actually going against the 70 Camaro. The 69 Camaro, I think. Basically, where is it? Basically this thing. Anyways, let's see how it does in the Smash Event tournament. 3, 2, 1. Oh! Just takes out the Dodge. And just, wow. Like straight up lightning strikes the Dodge. And is able to thrust himself into a victory. Anyways, next race. Here we go, 2 police cars. We got the Ford Interceptor blue. I forgot to say the other one was a orange. Versus the Subaru Impreza. The impressed us last time. See if it can impress us again. Here we go, 3, 2, 1. No, it cannot. As it gets taken out by the old Ford Interceptor. Yes, this is an old one. Not the new one. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got Twin Mill 55 anniversary. Oh, wait, it's 55 anniversary deco. Or black. Twin Mill black. versus the Jeep Willys Brown. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh no, hold on. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. 3, 2, 1. And the wheelie just launches the twin mill off the tracks into the loser zone once again. Man, twin mill does not do that well in this, but whatever. Anyways, next race. Next up, two really old cars. You got the Aston Martin DBS versus Rip Rod. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And of course, Rip Rod loses. And the DBS takes an easy win. Anyways, next race. Next up, the Ford Serena Cosworth versus Twin Mill Silver. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Twin Mill Silver will take its first win over the Serena Cosworth. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Boss 302 Orange versus Drift King. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Boss takes the win over Drift King. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the custom Volkswagen Beetle versus the MGB GT Coupe. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh! Flips over, but was able to just flip over right in front of the Volkswagen and take the Volkswagen out as it moves on to the next round. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Lamborghini Gallardo LP 564 60-4 versus Fast Fish Purple. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Fast Fish Purple takes an easy win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the 66 Dodge Charger versus Red Tread. C takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Dodge will take the win. Anyways, next race. Right, next up. Alright, next up, two race cars that don't really win much. We got the Plymouth Superbird versus the Matsumoto NASCAR. The Matsumoto Dalmatian NASCAR. So he takes this one. 3, 2, 1, go. Well, no easy win, but the Matsumoto Dalmatian takes the win. No easy win, but still a win. That's always the thing. Win's a win. No matter if it's easy or not, it's a win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, another second-year rookie. You got the Toyota AE86 Corolla versus the Season 2 runner-up, Fastum. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, look at that. Ooh, it's close, but I think because of the pointy nose of Fastum, I think it just barely by the nose edges out the Corolla. I think. Yeah, that's hard to tell. I think Phasm won that, I think. Almost a tie again, but the Corolla, I think, had the bad end. I think it's just the point of the Phasm just saved him there. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Ford Crown Vic versus the Volkswagen Golf Mark 7 Polizzi Deco. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Ford Crown Vic takes out the Golf with the greatest of ease. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up we got the Holden Ute. Oh no. Versus the Nissan Datsun. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the Nissan Datsun gets eliminated by the Ute. The Ute gets its first ever win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Ford Fairlane versus the return of the Ferromobile. See who takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Fairlane just takes out the Ferromobile in an instant. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Impala, the Chevy Impala, versus the Chevy El Camino. Alright, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the El Camino takes out the Impala. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the 67 Corvette, which is pretty well last season, versus the Nissan Junior, which I think also did pretty well last season, I think. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, the Nissan Junior was unable to stay on and falls off, giving the Corvette the win automatically. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got the Custom Mustang Maroon versus the Buick dirt track racer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh wow! Gets launched off the track, and the Mustang will take an easy win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Lotus Lotus E-Sprit S1 versus the season 5 runner-up, the Ford F-150 Red. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the Ford F-150 gets eliminated by the Lotus E-Sprit. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Looping Looper with the pincers in the front that have taken damage from the head-on tournament. To be fair, those pincers actually did work well against the certain opponent, which I'm pretty sure is Formulator. teal. Yes, that apparently you guys supposed dominator of the Smash Bros. Tournament before it went public. Looping Looper is going against the Ford Coupe Model B. And let's get started. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was weird. I don't know. I was looking at the entire time, but I don't know who exactly won. I think it was Looping Looper, but I'm not quite sure. You know what? We're just to make sure something real quick. 3, 2, 1. Actually, again, I don't know. I think Looping Looper won, but I can't remember. I don't know if Looping Looper. You never know. The Ford model could have launched Looping Looper off. But you know what? Looping Looper won. I'm pretty sure Looping Looper won. The Ford model could be eliminated. I'm pretty sure. It might change. You know what? After the end of round 1, I am going to look back on this match in the video and see if the model could be won after today. I'm just going to set them right here for now until we know for sure. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Porsche Boxer versus the Monster RX-7 Silver. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Porsche takes an easy win there. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we get the Ford Mustang Convertible versus the Cadillac Series 62. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it's so close, but I think the Mustang pulls it off. Whatever, I think the Mustang pulls it off after being spun in reverse. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got Limited Grip versus High-Tech Missile. Both of these cars have done well. This guy has done really well on Season 8, last season. He can do well again. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, he can. Limited Grip runs out of gas just before he can pass High-Tech Missile. And High-Tech Missile will move on to the next round. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, 2 legendary cars. We got Forward Force versus Fast Master. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And oh, Fast Master, I think, pulls it off. Man, this is just the round of close calls right now. Anyways, next race. Well, after looking at the footage, after I accidentally pressed the end on the first part of it, I found out that, well, Looping Looper did not make it under did not bust open the grill. He flipped over and passed. Basically, he was basically going like this kind of thing. He did not make it under, but the Ford Model Coupe B did. Ford Model Coupe B takes the win, and Looping Looper is eliminated. Anyways, next match. Alright. Next up, we got the Toyota Supra. The new one. The 20 Toyota GR Supra versus, well, the Supra as a rookie, versus Chicane with the glow-in-the-dark wheels. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Supra takes out Chicane. Not an easy win, but still a win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Chevy Suburban versus the BMW M3 GT2. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the GT2 launches the Suburban off the track to take the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Ford GT concept. Ford Mustang GT concept versus Formula Air Maroon. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Ford GT takes out Formula Air Maroon. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the El Segundo Coupe versus the 70 Dodge Charger. The 71 Dodge Charger. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, both of them fly off. That one. Switch lanes. 3, 2, 1. And the El Segundo Coupe makes a spin. Completely flips over, but does take the easy win. Anyways, next race. Right, next up, we got the Camaro Z28 brownish gold versus the Ford F-150 Lightning blue. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the Ford F-150 Lightning takes the Ford F-150 Lightning blue takes the easy win. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the 70 Dodge Challenger versus Torque Twister. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Torque Twister takes the win there. Pretty easy to see that. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. Next up, Tigre. This is basically his last chance to take a victory before the year is over. Before next year. This is his last chance. Can he do it this season? Because if not, well, there you have it. He has to wait until next year entirely before he can make another run at the championship. But he's going to go against the Jeep Willie Blue. Let's see. 3, 2, 1. And Tigre bullets himself through, taking the win with the greatest of ease. Following the footsteps of the Lightning Bug, the 2020 Corvette, and some others. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, Bedlam Purple versus the Lowest Edge. Or Lowest Edge, the Season 7 champion? I'm pretty sure. No. I think it was the season 6 champion. Anyways, here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the season 6 champion shows that it is a force to be reckoned with, taking out Bedlam Purple. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Chevy Caprice versus the Lamborghini Miura. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the Caprice takes an easy win over the Lamborghini. There's 2 Lamborghinis down. Next race. Next up, we got the Mini Cooper Countryman Orange versus the Jaguar F-Type Project 7, who definitely seems to have taken some cracks and damage from the head-on thing I was practicing. You probably got to hear me mention that a lot. What am I doing? There. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Jaguar takes out the Mini Cooper again. Man. Anyways, next race. Next up, oh shoot, the Ford Interceptor Utility versus the Volkswagen Common. Yeah. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and the Gia survives as the Ford Utility ends up on its lid off the track. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up we got the Track Ripper. Finally back after years of just not doing anything on this thing ever. I guess you say he's a rookie, I think. I might add him 1 year. Like 1 season, maybe like an early season. But he just never did well. But he's got a tough competitor. In the 2-time champ, the Chevy Impala SS. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And like I thought, the Track Ripper is out. It's eliminated by the Chevy Impala SS. And the Chevy Impala become the first one to take a 3rd championship win. Or will it be someone else? Let's continue and find out. Next race. Alright, next up, we got the Corvette Grand Sport Candy Apple Red versus the Firebird. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, the Grand Sport had it, but falls. It gets launches itself off the track and loses out of what could have been a great win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Corvette Stingray versus the return of Backdraft. Yes, we finally found him after years of him being missing. We finally got him again. And he's back for vengeance. Let's see if he can finally be in the last season of the tournament for this year. Let's see if he can finally take a win. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, Backdraft will take the first win. Backdraft is a pretty good competitor. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Mustang Fastback versus the Aston Martin DBR1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Oh, the DBR1 had it, but drops back down. The Mustang stays on and takes the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Grupo X24 versus the Camaro Z28 Black. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Grippa will take the win, showing off how much of a veteran it is. How much knowledge it has of the sport. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Carbide Teal versus the 69 Dodge Charger RT. Oh, shoot. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Dodge Charger RT will take the win. Alright, next race. Alright, here we go. Next up, we got the McDonald's car versus the Cayman S. Porsche Cayman S. 3, 2, 1, go. And McDonald's car takes out the Porsche with the grace of ease. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Ford Mustang GTC, the Ford Mustang GTCS versus my pick to win it all. Well, Sicon XB Evolution or Scion XB Evolution. Yes, you all voted on what version of Sicon you like, and you all voted this version. Well, all three of you voted this version. So, at least I got some people to vote on it. So yeah, y'all saw this is the cool version, and it won. So this is the version we're getting. Let's see how well it does. See if it's any better. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, it is! The Sicon XB just takes out the Mustang with the greatest of ease. And Sicon XB is into the next round. Great. It's actually now performed better than its original self. Usually it fails in the first round. But this time, nope, it's fine. Next race. Alright, next up, we got Bump Around versus the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Porsche takes the easy win. Moving on to the next round. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got Bubble-Mantic, which is a force to be reckoned with that splitter and that little bead in the head-on tournament. It's going to be a force to be reckoned with if I can get under some cars in that tournament. But it is going against the custom. The custom Mini Cooper. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And Bubble-Mantic takes the win. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the 2005 Ford GT versus the custom Mustang Purple. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Mustang takes the easy win there. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up is Nitro Door Slammer. Coming off of a season with its first ever win. See if we can keep that win streak going. But it's going against Exo-Quiz Yellow, which also it has taken some damage from the head-on collision, the head-on tournament practice. But it's pretty cool. Actually, I like to call this a duck beak. Because of how it is, like a duck beak. Let's see if that duck beak can take out Door Slammer. 3, 2, 1, go. It can. Dorsham is eliminated, but no easy win for the episode to quiz yellow. Anyways, next race. Alright, two green cars. We got, oh no. Sorry. We got the custom Corvette versus the Mazda RX-7 green. Sorry. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Corvette takes the easy win over the Mustang. With the Mazda. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up we got RDO2 versus the rookie Hot Wheels F1 Racer. I'm curious to see how F1 Racer does in this field. Let's see. His first opponent, a very tough opponent in RDO2. 3, 2, 1. F2 Racer doesn't get the easy win, but does take the win. Anyways, next race. Alright, here we go. Next up. Oh no. We got Rocket Bug. I get up against Amazon, who is looking to redeem himself after his first round loss to the eventual champion of the entire competition, the entire tournament last season. But can he redeem himself against Rocket Bug? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Yes, he can. He will make it past the first round. Basically, kind of redeem himself. But can he actually finally get up there again and take the eventual win? Let's see. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up. We got the Honda Civic hatchback. Funny thing about it, I see this damage. Angel damage. This was actually done by the front bumper. This right here. Like that. You see this front little piece here on Sitcon. All that was done by that car. Sitcon did end up losing that match against the Honda Civic. But this is a different sport. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. And of course, Formulator takes the win. And I found out that apparently the Austin Haley isn't participating this season, I guess. Unless he is here, I just can't find him. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up. We got the McLaren 720S versus the self-driving bus. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And the self-driving bus takes out the McLaren. So even the McLaren isn't safe from safe in the self-driving bus. Anyways, next race. Alright, next up, we got the Lancia Straus versus the last rookie of the field, the Corvette C7. The C7 Corvette. The Corvette C7 Z06 convertible. Here we go. Let's see who takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. And the Corvette takes the win with the grace of ease. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the Volkswagen Mark 7 Red. Volkswagen Golf Mark 7 Red. Versus the Corvette Grand Sport Silver. Let's see who takes it. 3, 2, 1, go. And there goes both Grand Sports eliminated. The Volkswagen moves on. Anyways, next race. Next up, we got the pedal driver, which with the hard front will do well in a head-on collision. But what about a side collision? With the Aston Martin V8 Vintage. Let's see. Let's find out. 3, 2, 1, go. And it gets eliminated. And the Aston Martin V8 Vintage takes the win. Anyways, last 3 cars. Let's do it. Alright, next up. We got the custom F2 car versus the Corvette Stingray Purple. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, and the custom F2 car takes out the final Stingray. Now it's time for the buy run. Let's get to it. Alright. So, Carbide Silver has to complete the buy run here. If you don't know, the buy run, you have to make it. To complete the buy run and move on to the next round, you have to make it past this line. You have to make it past that line. No ifs, ands, or buts. If you don't, you are eliminated, cut off, and out of the bracket. Well, out of the tournament. Let's see if Carbide Silver can make it. 3, 2, 1. Just locked up. 3, 2, 1. Yes, he can. Carbide Silver moves on to the next round. And it's the final car to do so. So that is it. Full of upsets and close calls. We are finally done with round 1. All your winners right here. A surprise victory by Scion XP's new model. Our Scion XP's new model. The return of Backdraft and a few others. And then we have the losers over here. Anyways, I guess we'll see you for round 2. Bye.